old sound in the same old town. I wake up early with a sigh. The morning breaks to leave behind the night I need to get me by. Safe and lonely. It's the same old sound for days to come. I close the blinds and carry on. I'm not afraid to stay away. What comes around can stay, I'm fine.
No, don't eat candy.
I'm starved.
Okay.
Dai. Mamma come è solo. 내일 다 잡혔잖아.